Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome. You're here with Kuma. As always, I just can't get over this guy's expression. This guy's expression is priceless. Every time he screws up, that's the look on his face. I still don't get how he got to this world. I still don't get the spaceship, but we're still here for a good time. So, as always, please don't discuss characters we haven't met yet. I'm still blind. So let's enjoy it. Let's take our time. Let's savor it. Let's do a little bit of voice acting. Let's do a little bit of meme craft. And let's just have overall fun with it. I believe we were up to volume 6? Yes, we were. We did the date with the lady on the left, and I think we were up to these two on the right. Volume 6 of Texan Envy Green. Alright, let's get started. How is everyone today? Had a little minor technical issue, so I had to take my time. That startled you? Oh, good. You don't need your morning coffee. Armed with your fresh heaps of hard-won cultural knowledge, you continue on your journey. Troll life sure is complicated, not to mention troll romance. You really aren't interested in getting into all of that. Your life is complicated enough, and adding an additional level of angst on top of that does not sound ideal. Friendship is all you can handle right now. And boy, do you love to handle it. And just get your fingers all up in there and squish that shit around. Oh my god. Friendship. 50 cc's of friendship. Alright, we've got Kuprun and Folkikil. So we've got two people. Which voices can we try out for these two? And hey guys, ooh, we're seeing a few new people. I like it. So, which voices can I try out for these two? That is the real question. Wandering deeper into the city, you wash up on the shores of what looks like a rougher part of town. Comparatively, everything about Alternia is rough, but down here the streets get narrower, dingier, the buildings are run down, streetlights flicker, and the patrolling drones look less inclined to serve and protect, and more likely to shoot you and claim it was self-defense. Wow, oh god. You haven't seen any tracks, but if you had, this place would definitely be on the wrong side of them. Again, emphatically, you don't know that what you're talking about. Everything you know has been gleaned from exceedingly painful trial by fire. But this looks like the sort of place no one cares about except the people who live here. A noisy group of trolls spills onto the street up ahead, and you quickly duck behind a row of garbage cans. You recently become gun-shy around people, especially since most of these guys look fancy and are wearing symbols in varying shades of blue. Blue being a very, I'm guessing, prominent and wealthy color? Not to generalize, but blue buds are starting to freak you out. Everyone here messes with you, but the higher castes do it with a government sanction. These particular blue bloods all look as lost as you did several friends ago, gazing around in varying flavors of bemusement and frustration. They glance nervously between each other and the looming building on either side. Alright, that music just seriously comes out of nowhere. And just goes like boom. Okay, that came out of frickin' nowhere. Yeah, what voice are we giving this guy? Okay. It's like Lavender Town, except it's a remix and sounds like a boss theme. I don't know about you guys, but that's the vibes I'm getting. So we've got a guy wearing yellow and purple glasses with a big grin on his face, and what looks to be a girl. Yeah, it's like Lavender Down 2.0. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not bad. It's just very surprising. Everyone's thinking that we should be doing the questionnaire, but we did it last stream. Maybe I should be nice and edit it out as a separate little video for people. It's Lavender Hell, 4chan trolls. Okay, but the real question is, what voices do we do for these people? That is the real question. Alright, I'm vibing on a little too much to this song. Ha 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 ha. Ha. Ah. With a hot jolt of adrenaline, you realize you aren't the only person hiding in a pile of garbage. There's someone else. Dude, someone's actually. What you initially take as large, lumpy trolls resolves in second glance into two smaller trolls. A girl and a boy. Maybe a whisper voice for the girl? Pewdiepie subs by Mishima voice. What was a Mishima voice? I'm trying to remember. The girl is clinging to the boy's back like a very greasy sloth. It looks like a pretty precarious position, in your opinion. You've recently become an expert in falling down. They are both skinny and stringy. And damn, you thought the smell was from the garbage, but it might be them. Oh god. I don't even know who Kuprum is. Is it the guy or the girl? Someone's asking for a Mishima voice. What was my Mishima voice? Was it the maid voice? This is gonna be a real question. Or was it that really low lawyer voice? Fortnite kids. Might be. It would explain the headphones and the girl. Bless you. I'm just gonna scoff down my coffee really quickly because that might actually help. Oh, the Butters voice. I didn't actually know how to do a Butters voice. I can do a man. Wait, let me try to get into it. Warm up those vocal cords.
I can do this voice. I don't think this is Butters, though. People said this sounds more like Mr. Hanky. Or, what was his name? Tally. Which, to be honest, isn't bad, considering Tally is such a lovable character.
So I can do that one. What else can I actually do? I can do the Russian voice, which is usually used for Natsuki and other Slav-related characters. Yeah, we have the classic Himiko voice, which of course is used for Himiko. What else do I have? Let me try to go through all the voices that we've done. We have the little lawyer voice that we developed last time, which surprisingly isn't as difficult to get into as I initially thought. Yeah, we have the German voice, you know, the one that likes the sausage. We used it only once, so I don't even know how I got back into it. I don't normally eat sausage. Oh god, we've got so many voices now, this is insane. What else do we have? I swear we've had more than that. I swear we had something else. I swear we had another one. Mr. Hanky, the Christmas crew? Alright, so who becomes Mr. Hanky? Or did they both become Mr. Hanky? I honestly don't mind. I don't mind. Kazuichi for the guy. Did we even give Kazuichi a voice? Mew for the girl? Did I even give Mew a voice? And everyone's just dabbing? I didn't even know dabbing was an emoji. When did this happen? Mew but a loli? Himiko voice it is? Okay, I'm gonna guess. Is Kuprum the guy or the girl? At least give me that. At least give me that so I know who to start with. I'm gonna guess Kuprum's the guy. No? What? Did the music end? Does it loop? Oh, it loops. Cool. I was gonna be sad for a minute if it didn't. Is Kuprum the guy? Because if it's the guy, I'm just gonna like stop. And you're dabbing instead of giving me answers. Okay. Classic. Classic. To be expected. To be expected. Dabbing is a way of life. I have never dabbed before. I have never dabbed before. I have almost been tricked once. And that was almost. Kuprum is the guy. Okay. Okay.
Losers just living their pathetic lives. Walking out of their hives. Straight into a trap. I was doing so well rhyming until I fucked it up.
Yeah, idiots. Never see it coming. You ask if they mean the trolls out on the streets. Probably you should just mind your own business. But when the fuck have you ever done that before? That is so true. Also, it's nice to see someone besides you getting mocked for once. You kind of want to join in on the mocking.
Who the fuck are you? Where'd you come from?
Oh wait, whoops, I fucked that one up.
A trash creature. Born out of trash. Just like his mum. Lol.
Well, so much for not getting mocked. Those two are probably equal opportunity mockers though. They mock everyone, kind of like Pewdiepie had been with murder. They keep sniggering. You can't help thinking you're being called out. Stick up for yourself. Take it lying down. Stand up for yourself. Be a man. You put it to them, offhandedly, that perhaps it is they who are trash creatures, since they are the ones who smell like they've been rolling in it for the past few days. For some reason, this makes them laugh even harder. Yeah. Kuprum, check out the badass we got here.
Yeah. MFW freaky cull bait no talks back. Why don't you run and cry about it?
Yeah. Yeah, go and tell your Lusus on us. The girl tugs at the boy's hair, and then they're off, cracking and running up the street with a weird, stumbling gait. They leave you all on your lonesome. Fresh friendship opportunities withering on the vine. You probably dodged a bullet, but you can't prevent the oncoming. And just like that, we're all alone. Well, thanks for coming, guys. It was a fun stream. It only took us, what was that, 3 minutes to fuck up? Wouldn't be a Ninja Kuma stream with one of those. You stand up to yourself, you lose friends. You don't stand up to yourself, you're basically a joke in a punching bag for their comments. Oh my god. Oh my god, that didn't take long. Alright, let's go back. That wasn't even worth saving, to be honest. That's how short it was. Alright, we're back in time. Vibing to the Lavender Town music. With the 4chan trolls. They keep sniggering. You can't help thinking you are being called out. Take it lying down. Like a little bitch. You never thought about what a weirdly sexual idiom that is. Like, I'm gonna make the sex jokes here. I don't think he needs to be making any sex jokes. I make plenty for the three of us. Regardless, you decide to swallow your protests. Here he goes again. Hey, that's pretty sexual also. Hachan, I apologize. This is a guy making sexual jokes, not me. Mine are funny. Thanks, English language. You don't want to start out a friendship with hostility. If you'd had parents, they would have told you that two wrongs don't make a right. You could argue it isn't worth trying to befriend someone who open with insults, but that's just how people are. You gotta roll with it or get out of town. And since you literally can't go anywhere, you'll just roll. And you really, really want more friends. Addiction is a powerful thing. You admit that you don't have a lusus, and that you are pretty used to insults these days. You include an affected shrug to demonstrate just how easily everything rolls off your back. You add in a contrite little kick at the pavement and hang your head, even if you aren't quite sure what you did wrong.
La 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 la! Rusty dunks of their own damn self! Don't have to do shit!
Yeah, this could be kind of relaxing for us. The girl turns a weird spidery face towards you. Oh god, am I the only one having spidery flashbacks? That shit was a quite nice song, but it was hell. Yeah, you should come hang out.
Wait, what? You want to hang out with this bottom feeder? They look like a huge drag. I already have enough dead weight with your ass to hang around.
Oh man, you've really hit the jackpot with these guys. 2 friends for the price of 1. Yeah, to answer your earlier question that you may or may not have had, because I never asked, forgotten you asked, Kuprum hacked their Palm Husk's GPS to bring them down here.
Yeah, idiots can't do shit without their fancy tech.
The Blue Bloods are all arguing now. Someone throws a punch, you figure it's a good prank. If a little mean-spirited Fokill stops yanking at Kuprum's hair and looks at you. Yeah, wow. Wait. Oh yeah. F is for female, K is for male. See, that is kind of sexist. See, it's easy to remember F for female, but Y is K male. That just pushes like it's K for king. Well, you know what? It's K for cunt. Wow, Yumiko's getting really angry after losing that job at Danganronpa, who for their 10th anniversary just re-released the games on a fucking mobile. What's that shit? Yeah, wow, you really are pretty basic. Basic bitch. Hey, Kuprum. She gives his hair another yank, like it's reins and he's her horse. Kuprum grins, showing a bunch of big blunt teeth. He raises a hand that crackles with white-hot energy. Okay. Your stomach clenches and your feet leave the pavement, just enough for your toes to drag along the ground as you float over them. For a few seconds, you have zero control over your body. And this guy has telekinesis. Kuprum lets you go and you land hard enough on your heels to make your ankles twinkle. One of the flickering streetlights shines down on Folikill's face. You had initially taken as deep-set eyes are actually no eyes. They are blank holes in her face. It looks super creepy and also super painful. Wait, she doesn't have eyes? Wait, she's reacting to full anime? On YouTube? Gives me an idea. The reaction channel. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, so what? You think I would just have eyes like...
Wait, I keep screwing this up. Yeah, you think I would just have eyes like some kind of normie? What's wrong with eyes? You would never accuse her of that. That isn't really a word you have in your lexicon.
Lol.
He keeps doing that, saying the word instead of laughing. It's actually a hell of a power play.
Goddamn idiot doesn't know a case of void rot when they see it. Have you ever met a Goldblood before?
You have, but you aren't sure if Sirava counts. They're an internet celebrity, for one thing. For another, they have eyes. Well, one eye, and the other was lost to void rot. Whatever the hell that is. You wonder if that's why she's on top of Kuprum. His kind of combination steed and sing eye dog. Yeah, void rot means my body doesn't retain energy like it's supposed to. Just look it up on Google. It means I'm dying constantly all the time. And it's painful and life sucks. It's basically like having a Danganronpa trial in your own body 24/7. You almost point out that technically everyone is dying all the time, and you sense this isn't the moment for fake deep fuckery. Wow, the amount of swearing in this game has just gone through the roof in the recent volumes. That really sounds like it blows though. Really? You gonna make more of those jokes? You tell her how sorry you are, which obviously you're probably not.
Yeah, what do you mean? Why? Would you be sorry? You didn't do anything?
Well, like, that's a good point. Like, everyone says I'm sorry. Like, people ask you how you are, or what happened, and then you tell them, and then they say, I'm sorry. And you're like, no, you're not. And they're like, I'm not. And it's like, then why are you saying that you're sorry? And they're like, I don't know. It's like, when did that become a thing? Faking sorriness.
What?
Society's weird.
Besides, stand there looking ugly. Because I just have to put an insult into the next sentence. Because if I don't, I'm not going to be a real troll. Because if I'm not insulting people, what am I doing with my life? Besides eating Cheetos, drinking Mountain Dew, watching porn all day because there's nothing else to do during lockdown.
Wait, I did the wrong voice. That was supposed to be Miko. Damn it, I keep screwing this up. Sorry guys, I'm still screwing this up. Cooper.
Idiots think it makes a difference. Like what they think actually matters. La 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 la. Can't wait for Trizza to take this one down to the coal fields for a little R&R.
Rest and relaxation? That sounds nice, actually.
Rampage and rending.
Ah. Yeah, wow. And here was me thinking we could get through a whole conversation without bringing up precious Trizza.
Lol, Trizza rules. I love Trizza.
Yeah, I know, dipshit. You rack your recent memories, trying to figure out if you know what a Trizza is. Or who. That looks surprisingly like pizza. And just like that, you want pizza. Shit. Yeah, Trizza is basically the third member of this relationship, considering how goddamn horny you are. I didn't even have to make a threesome joke at this point. Yeah, to get her cybernetic tentacles up in you. And just like that, it's become one of my Japanese anime. Wow. Huh.
What? Is that supposed to make me feel bad? Sounds great, actually.
Yeah, you watch too much Eastern Alterinian pornography.
Yeah, it'll be way better than sitting around with you. Always sucking me dry.
Oh god, we're gonna get so flagged. This sure is something you're witnessing right here. It must be that black rum stuff Zebra had briefly filled you in on. You cock a hip and compliment them on the obviously incredibly high, healthy pitch romance they got going here. Because as everyone knows, there's nothing two people in a lover's spat like more than someone interrupting them to spout random bits of cultural knowledge. That separates them, metaphorically at least, physically. Foilkill stays clinging to Kuprum's back.
Wrong again, fuck bulge.
Yeah, we're pale.
So pale.
Oh, pale. That's the nice one. The petting one, where you talk about your feelings and then don't have sex. Yeah, what? You got something to say there? Wow. Wow. Just wow. 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 Okay, so they can read my mind. Clearly, because I wouldn't be saying this out loud. Which I might be. Because I'm an idiot. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god. You guys really don't seem to have your shit together. Well, that's not gonna go well. You guys seem like you have a wonderful, stable relationship. Well, we both know that's a lie. Alright. Let's go with the second option, because it seems less likely to fuck up this interaction that we're trying to call an interaction. You guys seem like you have a wonderful, stable relationship that will last a long, long time. Filled with love and bonding and all that stuff. Right! Yeah, glad you understand. Wow. You don't feel great about this. It's not cool to tell lies, especially not to your new friends. But it's also not cool to neg and rad new friends. Relationship. Especially when you don't know how the fuck any of this stuff works. Honestly, you should probably come up with some sort of mnemonic for just now how little you know about anything at all. Like me and that word. You don't know what that means. You'll workshop it.
Hello? You actually seem okay. Obviously a huge normie freak, but okay.
You wonder what kind of people Kuprum has been hanging out with if he thinks you look normal. At this point, you're, what, dressed in a bathrobe, sunburnt, slathered in sparkly lotion, and probably a bunch of other stuff you can't remember right now. His friends must look really wild, and I must look like a homeless person. I look like a homeless Santa Claus in March. You hope whoever those friends are will be your friends too. You aren't picky about looks. Clearly. The group of blue bloods out on the street, maybe they could use some friends too. You're getting the vapors at just the thought of all these potential connections. You start around the dumpster to find out Kuprum grabs the back of your shirt.
Where do you think you're going? Idiot tries to make decisions for themselves. The decisions are bad. Nobody is fucking surprised. La 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 la.
You point out, very respectfully, that all these people look pretty lost and confused. You assume the prank is over now, everyone can shake their hands and go on as friends. This is idiotic considering what you have learned about Alternia up until now.
Not a prank, bro! This is war!
Yeah, it's not over until all of them are dead. Or, at the very least, crying. Well, okay. As long as you aren't the one dead or crying, none of the high bloods look too close to doing either, though. They are standing in a clump in the center of the street. Nervous, but fine. Until a speeding semi shows up and runs them all over. Because they're so sheltered, they don't even know how to cross a frickin' road, do they? This is just a minor inconvenience. Like a flat tire or spilling a cup of coffee. They have been lured into the slums where some greasy nerds, but Foilkill and Kuprum don't seem to plan on doing anything besides watching and giggling. One of the blue bloods, a smallish girl with a cerulean symbol on her hair clips, is standing a little apart from the group, furiously texting. She must be posting on her Instagram about how much of a dump this place is, thinking that anyone gives a shit. Not realizing that Instagram is just this giant circle jerk for frenemies to like your videos and pretend like they like you while they talk about you with your other circle of friends. And they just keep rotating that circle and circle jerking for all infinity and beyond because no one gives a flying fuck about their lives. Wow. That was oddly specific for an example I just came up with.
They'll fucking win when dirty blue blood girl starts losing her cool.
Yeah, should have known one of them would crack. You aren't sure what's going on. Wazwag swag. You aren't sure what's going on. Your swag's still not great. Yeah, regular is calling the damn drones. Usually high bloods wouldn't go running to them like that. I don't want to admit low bloods got one over them.
When you get owned, fucking own it, bitch!
That could go on a t-shirt. Fall Kill and Cooperum seem bummed that their prank is going to end so fast with so little damage done. But isn't that the point of a prank? That everyone gets out of it relatively unscathed? Anything more and it becomes assault. Or, you know, a Logan Paul video. Overhead there is a whirl and a chalk. Loud but not loud enough to prepare you for the damn flying bus coming in for a landing out on the street. Holy shit! You don't think you've ever been so excited about public transportation. You are confident that continuing your ramble across this alien world is the best thing for you. But gosh, would it be nice to rest your feet for a little while. Even better, none of the trolls getting on the bus seem to have any money or travel passes. Perfect. You don't have any of those things either. You start around the trash pile again, and this time 2 pairs of hands grabs onto the back of your shirt.
Dude, where the hell are you going?
You quickly explain that you want to catch the bus before it takes off again. You have no idea how long it will be before another one arrives. Fall Kill and Cooperum look at you like you're crazy. Well, Cooperum looks at you, and Fall Kill looks kind of over your shoulder. Can you call it looking if someone doesn't have eyes? Good point.
Listen, I know we make jokes about intelligence of everyone around us. It's just our thing. But you are actually...
Sorry, I couldn't do that in one take. Let me try again.
Look, I know we make jokes about people's intelligence all the time. It's just our thing. But you are actually mentally handicapped.
Yeah, you can't just get on a chartered scuttle buggy. That's for cerulean and up. Maybe Teal, if they got a death wish. This damn hemospectrum thing again. You really need someone to sit you down and explain exactly how all of this works. Preferably without calling you an idiot the whole time. Or hitting on you. It just seems so arbitrary. At least the oppressive power structures from your planet make sense. Well, no. No, they don't. Actually. But you're used to them, which makes them much better and more acceptable. Like ordering a pizza for $300,000 from Chicago when you work in the White House of the President of the United States with Joe Biden, some spaghetti that's 8 years old and blonde. You hang back as all the blue bloods get on the bus. It occurs to you that even though it was their prank that lured the blue bloods down here, Fall Kill and Cooperum had to watch it all unfold from behind a dumpster. They don't dare do anything head on. Not that you support just randomly attacking people in the street, but it is kind of fucked up that only a certain kind of violence is acceptable, aimed in a very specific direction. Judging from how easily Cooperum picked you up with his brain, he could hold his own in a fight no problem. The bus takes off, blasting a backdraft that rattles the empty cans and crumbled bits of garbage in the gutter. Stillness descends on the alley. Wow, that was anticlimactic. Random thought, but I think Kuma's class would be knight. I don't even know what that is. Cooperum said they were calling the drones, but a bus came instead. Maybe calling the drones can mean a bunch of things, like calling 911 can be to report a robbery, assault, or someone's leg falling off. Or that's what you think until you hear the distant but quickly closing pound of giant footsteps. Fuck! Yeah, time to go. Fall Kill wraps her arms more securely around Cooperum and he takes off. Like, literally takes off. At first you think he's wearing those shoes with the little wheels on the bottom, the kind kids wear to crash into stuff at the mall. But no, he's hovering a half-inch off the ground. You have to run to keep up with him, and your steps are distressingly loud on the pavement. A familiar weightlessness shoots through your limbs, settling in your gut. Energy crackles around you, picking you off the ground and pulling you along behind them. He has enough power to float both of you at once, all while carrying his girlfriend on his back. You don't know much about psychics, what the crap, but that is definitely damn impressive. The three of you around the corner and you forget all about being impressed because you are too busy freaking the fuck out. You were so busy worrying about the drone coming from behind that you did not consider the possibility of one closing in from the front. This one is smallish, but it's still a lot bigger than you, and a lot spinnier, and a lot more endowed with dangerous lasers, and it's focused on the three of you instead of someone else. You, Volkill, and Kupram make a similar noise. It goes a little bit like smash. The smash at the end comes from Kupram picking all three of you up with his brain and tossing you, just as the drone shoots a laser out of its torso. Wow, it's trying to kill them. It blasts the pavement where you've been standing into craggy, smoking chunks. You tumble feet over ass into the alley wall. A concerning pain swindles through your healing ribs, but you are just so used to injuries at this point you barely wince. What's more concerning is Volkill. The blast rips her off Kupram and sends her in the opposite direction, against the alley wall with you. She immediately curls into a ball, like a pill bug with a lot of hair. She doesn't respond when you ask her if she's okay, and you aren't sure if you should touch her. You shouldn't move injured people, right? Especially not injured people with void rot. Yeah, I'm fine. I'll live. Oh, fuck. The drone had a 50-50 chance of coming in your direction instead of Kupram's, and surprise, it did. It moves altogether way too fast for something that size. Aren't big things supposed to be slow? That's what video games has taught you. Yeah, sorry, this isn't Super Mario. Video games wouldn't lie, would they? Fuck, shit, hell. You've come all this way, dodged so many dangers, and made so many friends, and now you're just gonna get lasered by some huge spiky robot monster thing. Are they even robots? They kind of look organic, but that's so do like the Gujas here. But you digress, it's going to kill you. But instead of dealing you a quick, fatal blow, the drone stops in the center of the street. Its big, ugly head swivels towards Volkill. Oh god. Is it possible you found some more colorable than you are? Alternia definitely doesn't seem like a great place to be the weakest link. As usual, you are next to useless. All you can do is watch as the drone takes heavy steps toward her. Desperate, you kick a nearby trash can. You shout and make as much noise as you can, trying to draw its attention. Once you have it, you aren't sure what you're going to do with it. But you aren't worried about that right now. The drone grinds to an uncertain halt. Its head slowly turns towards you, then back to Volkill. It can't make up its mind. Should it go for void rot or the noisy asshole? You look around for weapons while it's frozen in indecision. There's nothing here but empty bottles and tiny pieces of concrete. You really are a worthless rat. Your new friend is about to get stomped or blasted or kicked with a giant metal leg, and all you can do is hop around like a maniac and smack a trash can. Fuck! Luckily, for once, you aren't the only one here. Your new friend already has a friend. You're really friend crashing here. Kupram doesn't screw around. He raises up on a wave of crackling power, attacking the drone by, well, basically just putting his hands on its big ugly head and is charging as much energy as possible, frying whatever brain stem that thing has. You try to be at least a little bit useful and drag Volkill out of the way of the drone as it falls. But it doesn't fall, it just shuts down. The evil red glow of its eyes dies and it goes still. It becomes just a giant, ugly statue of an alien robot in the middle of a filthy street. Kuprum drops like a rock, and before he's even out of the air, he's on his way to fall kill. He shoves you out of the way.
Fall, are you okay? Please say you're okay. What the fuck, Fall?
Volkill buries her face in Kuprum's chest, her two little fists clinging tight to his arms. Her shoulders rise and fall. She's taking huge breaths like she can't get her lungs to work right. Do trolls even have lungs? They probably call them something weird, respiratory sacs. Breathe glands. Suck sphincters. Oh god. Yeah, I'm fine. Idiot. You had a snide comment all ready to go. Concerning appreciating your loved ones while you can before a big metal monster comes and squishes them. But sitting here watching Kuprum hold Volkill like he never wants to let her go, well, all your snidiness drains into a puddle at your feet. You don't know them. You don't know their life. Their relationship might not be the healthiest, but honestly, yours is. You've seen some really bad shit, both here and back home.
Hey! You okay, Dork?
Yeah, you really are, thanks to them. Oh my god, this image is so bad. This image is so bad. She's basic, oh my god, they know oh god, no. 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 Do you know what this image looks like? No, they did this on purpose. They did this on purpose. They did this on purpose. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at him with that snarky smile, and I apologize for people watching this, but there were so many sex jokes in this one that I just absolutely have to. Look at that snidey smile. Like, look at that. Such an asshole smile. And then she's literally got white drool. Literally. Looking up. And this guy on the left is like, I like what I see. Yes. Oh my effing god. Oh my god. That is so bad. So bad. So bad. So bad. Like, what the fuck? Alright, the Friendsim is getting like, how do I say this? More and more demonetized by the volume. I kid you not. At the beginning it was all like, oh, I landed on a spaceship and hurt my ribs. And look, there's a guy with a sausage. I am hungry. Why don't we share a sausage? It's kind of like, guys, is that sausage, you know, like an innuendo? Meanwhile, the new one, it's like, you know, like, take all the subtlety out of it. Those are her teeth? It looked like drool. Okay, let's load back because we still have one route to go. You guys seem like you have a wonderful, stable relationship. Well, that seems to be the... Oh yeah, it is her teeth. Wow, you guys are right. I thought that was drool. Well, I'm a terrible person, aren't I? You guys really don't seem to have your shit together. You mentioned just offhandedly, chill as hell, that maybe they might have a few things they need to work on. No pressure or anything. Just this is the sort of stuff a helpful friend does. Mentions shortcomings and crappy relationship dynamics. Having friends is great. The light glitters on Kukum's goggles, even as it's sucked into the black hole of Volkill's not eyes.
You calling me out? You're coming into my hive and sprouting this shit?
Wait, this is his hive? This isn't a hive. This is a trash can. Oh, wow. Holy crap, they are homeless. You point out that this is a trash heap, though you don't want to judge. You might have a trash hive. Oh my god, the savagery. Yeah, it's a figure of speech. Kind of like, go fuck yourself. Both of them look pissed, but Kuprum looks extra pissed.
I know what this is. You're out to steal my girl! You really think you can give Fall what she needs? What she craves?
Oh my god, the insecurities are coming out. He's making it sound like a fetish rather than a medical condition. Maybe it's both.
You really want to come at me, motherfucker? Come at me, bruh! Come at me, bruh!
What the hell is going on here? The hairs on the back of your neck stand on end. That's how loud he yells. Or maybe it's the crackles of energy slowly emanating from his pores and building like a sine wave. At first you think it's just you finally cracking under all the pressure, but it's really happening. The glow of the white-hot electricity rolls up his arms and shoulders into Fall Kill, where it travels over the length of her body and centers where her eyes should be. She shivers and lets out a short, slightly lewd sound. Okay. Her hands tighten in Kukrum's wild hair. Man, you really shouldn't be watching this. You are blushing something fierce. Ugh. Did I just like, ugh. What the hell? But okay, you think you get what's going on? A kind of symbiosis. His energy overflows when he gets upset, and Folkiel sucks up that energy to treat her void rod. He is her giant battery. So basically, she's dying and needs energy, and he has too much energy due to sexual frustration. Because he's got the Naruto glasses on. So when he expels his sexual frustration, she sucks it up because she needs life energy. So she's basically leeching onto him, but what else is he gonna do? You remember Sir Ava mentioning that powerful Goldbloods have a tendency to get harvested for their energy. Maybe Kukrum is one of those powerful psychics. Yeah, he wishes Triza's gonna chew him up and spit him out. Then I'm really gonna have to find another sucker to leech off. See, told you, exactly what it said. Polkill is looking at you, considering. Well, you aren't actually sure if she can see you. Definitely not with her eyes, since she doesn't have those. Maybe she's like a cricket. Don't they hear with their legs or some shit like that?
What? This guy? Please.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm getting sick of your shit anyway. Oh god. Are they breaking up in front of you? What the oh god, no. Folkill crawls down off Kuprum's back and starts across the filthy alley floor towards you. Scuttly and bug-like. And now instead of yelling, Kuprum is sniggering. Actual laughter, not lols. That's a good sign, right? It's great when friends can laugh together, especially when shit gets awkward. You think?
Yeah.
Yeah. You think you can power me the way I need? Oh, whoa, she's right in your face. She really, really needs a shower. But you don't have room to talk. It's been a long time since Tagora's ablution trap. Besides, judging someone based on their personal hygiene is shallow, right? It's what's on the inside that counts. Yeah, you're sure that's the sort of thing that makes you deep. Seriously, you have so much love to give. Friend love is what you're all about. Maybe this is what all that desperation has been leading up to. The slow rising of your friendship level in order to reach its peak of unbelievable bro power. To free this young Goldblood from a codependent relationship, you've been conditioning your body, putting it through its paces, building up a tolerance to bullshit, and just bathing in metaphorical resonance. Foley kisses you. Wow, this is friendly. Lots of people kiss their friends. You're pretty sure. Maybe, yeah, you're super progressive. This is fine. Oh yeah, this is fine. You sort of wish that the first alien tongue you've had in your mouth didn't taste like Cheetos. But you don't have anything in this life. Ah, this is disgusting. But holy shit, you're doing it. Oh god. You feel a rush of energy flow through you. lighting up your whole body and pouring into Folkill, filling her to the brim with the power she needs, the power she craves. God, you're the best friend ever. It's you rock, you seriously, ugh.
Low!
Art,
Low!
the best.
Low!
Oh, son of a bitch. You feel something warm on the back of your neck, and Kuprum is giggling right next to your ear. Somehow, while you were busy kissing his girlfriend, he snuck up from behind and started kissing you too. Oh, God! What the fuck? Dude, seriously, what in the hell? What the fuck? No!
What the fuck? This is disgusting! Jesus Christ, what the fuck am I witnessing? I don't know. Oh my God.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh God. I need water.
Oh God. Well, more putting his mouth on you and moving his tongue around. Don't describe it! Oh God. Ugh. Oh God. Oh God. He must be feeding psychic energy into you, which Folkill is sucking out of your mouth. They're using you like a goddamn copper wire. Oh God, or like a condom. Oh, I feel physically ill. You could maybe be into it if you weren't behind a dumpster and if you weren't looking for anything more than some good old-fashioned wholesome friending. Oh God, I'm struggling to read. Yeah, Kuprum, fuck off, don't help. You aren't involved in this. Kuprum is still laughing and added the lols back in, which like even less than they're pressed against your neck. He steps back and the flood of energy lets up. You go from feeling like a light bulb to feeling like a steadily deflating balloon. Folkill kisses you again. It still tastes like cheap.
Oh God.
His life force is literally getting drained and is going to die while getting kissed by a homeless woman that hasn't taken a shower for 6 months. It's disgusting. Wow. It's like the goddamn slug from some alien thing that infects you with its tongue. Ugh. But also like dying. Like your entire body has been placed in a juicer and a giant is squeezing down. Your muscles twitch and drool drips out of the corner of your mouth. Oh God, this is the most disgusting thing ever. Folkill must be the only thing holding you up because when she steps back you slump to your knees, then go down on your side. Your fall is broken by some old rotten fruit. Cool. Folkill stands silhouetted against the street light in all her greasy glory. Yeah, thanks, Nomi. That'll hold me for maybe like the next 15 minutes. A fog closes in on you as you lie on the filthiest pavement. It is the fog of death, or just impending unconsciousness. You don't know. One thing is for sure though. It is not the fog of impending friendship. And he's got like what looks to be a hickey. What in the hell? Who comes up with this shit? The fog of impending friendship. You got owned and owned it. The fog of rape? Yeah, that was like... Can I say so far that my favorite was probably the assassination girl? This one? Creepy. Sausage? Creepy. Little girl with the axe? Jesus Christ. The weed stoner? What the hell? Pack of Lassus Wranglers. Yeah, this is the farm girl. The teacher. The lawyer. The flying guy. The assassin was like my favorite. Seriously, just friends. You learn how to better ally to yourself. I don't remember what this one was. I remember this one, the first date, and now these guys. But so far, the assassin one was definitely my favorite. 100%, keeping it professional. You're accomplice to an assassination. This one was so far my favorite. I don't know why these ones are showing. I have no idea why these ones are showing. But the assassin one was my favorite. The Marky Troll, definitely. But what the hell was that last one? Like, and I'm worried because with each one, the progression is less and less subtle, right? And because it's less and less subtle, it becomes more in your face and more graphic. And we're on the second line. And then there's a third line. And then there's a fourth line. That's what I'm worried about. I'm getting shivers. And then there's like this one. Befriend everyone. Lol. It's a glitch in the Matrix. The cowgirl was awesome. Like, really nice. Really sad story too. But, like, in terms of adventure and just, like, how much fun I had with it, the assassin girl was really fun. Because breaking into the apartment complex, you know, pretending to watch a movie, all that stuff was a really, really, really cool sort of journey to go through. And some of these other ones are just like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? This is the worst one. It doesn't ever get that bad again. Man, that was graphic. Like, that was graphic. Like, the tongue thing was just like, on your neck and... Ugh. You could see me doing the squeamish thing. I think I'm going, like, even the bitterness of the coffee doesn't taste as, the best way I could describe my feeling right now is, you know what I mean? Like I need a shower sort of thing. That's the feeling I get. Woo! Okay, let's take a quick 2-3 minute break and go on with the next one. I just need to reset really quickly. Probably drink a lot of water to sort of wash down all that. If we all went to Alternia, we would die real fast, but you know, still fun. Going by how this place works, survival would be like... I honestly don't know how this guy is surviving this long. And to be fair, we've probably died several times. Like, the first one we did, we would have died twice. And then the second one, we probably would have died. And then the third one, we would probably be dead. The fourth one, we might not die, but like... would be on our ass. The fifth one, I think we would definitely been dead. The sixth one, we would probably be fed to a bunch of grubs. The seventh one, we would probably be dead. The eighth one would probably be without a friend. The ninth one, we would probably be okay. Just saying, we would probably be okay. We would probably be dead weight, but we would be okay. This one, I don't actually remember. This one, I guess the worst that would happen is we'd get told to fuck off. And in this one, I think would be okay because I wouldn't insult them. But my god, I would walk away. Sort of thing. Like, You know what I mean? Alternaria is the Purge movie 24/7. See, that doesn't surprise me. But what surprises me is that people can actually live there. And you know, to be honest, it doesn't seem like they do. It almost seems like they basically barely scrape by. Like they go out and go salvage food, especially when they're the lower colors, I think. And that's their thing. Like the guy with the sausage, he hadn't eaten in days. And, you know, all the other ones that are like rust or red, clearly their lives are fucked. Are absolutely fucked. Now, let me just, out of curiosity, go back to the menu to see if I can remember who that guy is. So we remember these two. We remember these two. Oh, God, this guy. With the... Oh, God. No wonder I can't remember him. He's behind how many walls of mental suppression? Oh my God, yes. How could I forget? I can't even. I can't even. And the music stopped. Why did the music stop? Can we be nice and leave people with music? Alright. I'll close the game and open the game again. So you guys have a little bit of music. And we'll take a quick 2-3 minute break. And then we'll come back because... the zebra troll. Fuck that zebra. That zebra's as bad as that guy. Alright, let's take a quick 2-3 minute break. I'm gonna grab a quick coffee. You guys grab a quick snack. Hopefully reset from that experience. Let's call it an experience and leave it at that. Quick 2-3 minute break, guys. Let's do it. One more minute. One more minute. Alright, we're back. Oh. Alright, I've reset from our previous, thing. Let's call it a thing. Yeah, let's leave it as a thing. And we're back from the thing. Alright. 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 Hopefully we get someone a little bit more normal this time. In, what seems to be volume set. Oh my god, she looks like a wrestler. Alright, they look at least normal-ish. This guy looks the most normal. He just looks like he works too hard. I can live with that. This might be a problem. Okay, that... Oh, he finally gets clothes. That's cool. Eh? Okay. Okay. Volume 7 of Business Flagrancy Illegal. Ever since you were a kid on Earth, you have always held the deep, close wish to one day travel the world. You wanted to see new places, experience exciting new tastes, and altitudes and temperatures. Maybe go scuba diving. You never imagined you would actually get the chance. That kind of cool stuff didn't happen to someone like you. Well, you're finally getting your wish. It's just a totally different world. Funny how life turns out. I love how that's the prequel to all this. Yeah, I'm just an average person that wouldn't get adventures. Somehow I got a spaceship and crashed on an alternate world. Life's funny, isn't it? I'm just like, yeah, sure. When you get back to Earth, well, you don't want to think about that. Who knows if it will ever happen again? You have really chilled out recently. Found your place in the universe. Drifting from friend to friend, adventure to adventure. It's the only way to live. See, here's the thing. Normally, in society, if you were like left or right, you'd be like calm, normal, won't hurt you. Big, strong, looks like she's gonna rip your head off. But given what I know about this world, she will probably want to drain my blood for her home-baked goods, and she probably does home gardening and is probably ripping out weeds. Yeah. Let's go with this girl. Konyil Okimo. Try saying that 3 times fast. But the real question is, what type of voice do we give her? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Right now, your travels have brought you to what appears to be a normal road in an innocuous part of town. Not particularly upscale, but not exactly a rat trap either. Just pretty average. See what I meant about the gardens? Nailed it. What is this music? This music is like... Ooh! It almost sounds like someone going into Super Saiyan. Doesn't it? It sounds like someone's Super Saiyan theme. Yeah, it's got that power up. You know what I mean? It's got that energy that's just powering up. And then it just goes into that massive build up. And just goes boom. So good. Wow. Wow. And you can hear the instrument and... Wow. Okay, that took me by surprise. That was surprisingly an experience on its own. Angry Gohan. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about when I said Super Saiyan theme. You know exactly what I'm thinking of. Woo! Okay. Okay, let's... Someone mentioned a Russian voice. I can always do a Russian voice. A row of those spiky purple bush lines the side of the road. And behind one of them stands a large, fierce troll who is glancing furtively up and down the street. Okay, that's, less average. Hey, are you her? Huh? I mean, are you her? Are you who I'm waiting here for? Well, your first instinct is definitely to tell her that yes, of course you are who she's waiting for, provided she's been waiting for a new friend. But honestly, you aren't sure your shtick is going to work with this girl. Of course not. What was I thinking? Ugh. Ugh. This is infuriating. She's so late, I'm so bored. Do you think she's coming soon? You don't know who she means, but you suggest that she might be more comfortable waiting somewhere that isn't a spiky purple shrub. Don't be stupid. My clients value discretion. I have to lay low. The shrub hardly manages to cover her, and standing behind it shouting is definitely not making her any less conspicuous. Neither is asking random passers-by whether they are her client. Not that you can talk. Accosting people left and right or asking them to be your friend is kind of your whole deal. Ugh. If you aren't Country Lady 45... Oh god, it's a dating app. Whew. Better get some hot chocolate and cookies, because this is going to be a long explanation. Then who is Country Lady for... Wait a minute. Country Lady. Oh god, I know who Country Lady is. There's only one Country Lady we know. Oh right, and he wanted it. Okay, yeah. Yep. I see what's happening here. I see what's happening here. I see exactly what's happening here. We have a case of rebounding. Yep. Getting back on that horse. And in this case, the horse has yellow, orange, and orange horns. Cool. Nailed it! Oh yeah, I gotta do a, shit, how do I do texting? Yeah! No, wait, that wasn't it. Let's see if we can do that. Is this it? Hajan, is this the southern voice that you did last time? That's right. I can do a southern voice too. And you know what? We can get some of those steaks. Oh my god, we got Mr. Snubs' sauce. We can grab some beef steak. We had ribs with Mr. Snub sauce. That stuff was the best. I sound like your co-worker. Well, clearly your co-worker is from America. The land of the free. The home of the great. And Cheeky looks very confused. She's like, Mommy, what the fuck is going on? Well, I'm gonna tell you what's going on. Kuma wants them ribs. Not your ribs. I want beef ribs. I'll settle for pork ribs. Sorry I'm late. I couldn't. What entire nation? You know that gentle charm anyway. Oh my god. I love Lassie. Lassies. Well, my stars. I definitely wasn't expecting to see you around here. What a masterful coincidence. You are incredibly glad to see Scalia and Lady 2, all unkidnapped and everything. You give Skylar a hug, which she enthusiastically returns. She nearly picks you up off your feet. Lady shoves her nose against your neck and gives you a few slob licks. Who the heck are you? I have business at this bush. Maybe find your own. Sorry I'm late, but I'm the business your bush has been looking for. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Sorry I'm late, but I'm the business your bush has been looking for. Woo! Wait. What? Are you country lady? The very same. My name's Scalia Corriga. Pleasure to meet ya. I didn't think you'd be a bronze. I've gotten that before, honestly. Also, by the by, this concerns them too. She puts a hand on your shoulders. It does? It does? Yeah, sure enough. They were there when it happened. They even helped me fight off the varmints who try to take my lasses. Right, yeah, you said something about that in your message. But I don't get it. What do you want me to do? Wait, is this a... Sorry. Is this a Tinder date? Or is she hiring a hitman? I'm confused. Why would you talk about almost getting kidnapped and trying to get laid? I'm confused. I don't understand the mating rituals of this world. Right, well, the bandits didn't get lady. But other kids haven't been so lucky. Low bloods have been hit especially hard. I want you to find the bandits' base of operations and I want you to take them out. Slowly, painfully, and preferably with a spoon. It's extra painful and a non-piercing implement. Oh shit! Permanently and painfully. Coniel's mouth moves slightly, like she is trying to reason through the steps of Scalia's conversation. Then she catches up and slowly grins spreads over her face. Yeah. Yeah, I like it painful. Wait, sorry, that voice. Yes, I like it painful. Yet permanent. But wait. You want me to get revenge for someone else's lusus. Why? Well, a few of us got together and decided to do something about it ourselves. Since there's no hope of the Harris or our drones doing anything to stop the bandits, and they all elected me as spokestroll, seeing as how I'm the oldest and least likely shook. Okay, sure. I guess that's why it's important. How much you got? How much are you willing to throw down? I doubt any low bloods could afford my fees, let alone a bunch of country rusties. Lady starts to growl and Scalia puts a pacifying hand on her. Yeah, everything's fine, lady. We expected this, didn't we? We were hoping you'd be willing to do it out of the goodness of your blood pusher. Coniel laughs so hard that she spits. Scalia winches. Wow, that is one hell of a laugh. And one hell of a fang. And do these count as horns or do they count as those... I don't know if anyone here has watched Ninja Turtles, but does that count as a thing? You know, the blade thing? Ha 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 ha. Heh lol. You got a pan disorder. If you think I take any charity cases. I don't work for pretty smiles. Keep your compliments to yourself, missy. That wasn't... I didn't mean to say that out loud. Why don't you just go find the bandits yourself? Well, you know full well I don't have the means. But you do. It'd be a walk in the recreation field for you. If you weren't so nasty and selfish. Or maybe you're scared. Ugh. You. I'll show you scared. Help. They look like they're about to throw down. You gotta do something to defuse this situation. Tell them you know people. Ask Coniel if she works on spec. We know people, but that's full of shit. Ask Coil if she works on spec. I have no idea what that means. Get the car battery. I love the text that you did that with. Ask her if she works on spec. What? I don't work on spec. I'm only licensed on Alternia. Hehehe. Just kidding, I don't have a license. You explain to Conyal that working on spec means doing some work for free in hopes that you are going to be paid later. You say it's unlikely that the bandits only go after Lucy. That would be totally ridiculous when there's so many other things in the world to steal. Like money. They probably just have heaps of money in their hideout. And if she breaks in, she can have it all. Skylar doesn't want it. She just wants to save Lucy. You are so dang convincing you almost convince yourself. I'm not so sure. Sounds like you might be trying to fuck me over. Whoa. You let out a scandalized gasp to convey just what an untoward accusation that is. You are shocked. Shocked. Ugh. Fine. Anything to get away from this stupid bush. She kicks the prickly purple shrub so hard it uproots and snails across the street to land on the hood of someone's car. But you're coming with me. I'm going to hold you to that. And if there's no money, then I'll hold you tighter. And squeeze. Like lemon. Until your weirdly colored eyes pop out. Like lemon. Yikes, you believe it too. She could definitely do that. But here's your chance. You've got tons of success stories proving that forced exposure is really the best way to get people to like you. Yeah, sounds like peachy. When do we leave? Honyul kicks at another bush. She seems to have an anger management problem. Well, you guess she is managing it. She's taking it out on the shrubbery instead of you or Scalia. We aren't doing anything. You aren't coming. Lady starts growling again, and Scalia looks like she wants to join. Excuse me? Coyle gets up in her face, moving way faster than someone her size seems like she would be able to. You aren't coming. You'll just get in my way. You're distracting. Scalia's mouth twitches just the tiniest bit. That is not what I meant. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is just precious. Ugh. You keep tricking me. I just meant that you'll probably stop to save some breakfast wrigglers and get us all cold. Scalia crosses her arms and tosses her hair. Fine. I'm counting on you two. You figure that the information gathering stage of the operation is next. You've seen heist movies. You know how this shit works. But Conyal just shouts at someone on her palm husk for a while, then punches some coordinates into a car that you're pretty sure isn't hers. It takes you to the outskirts of the city, past long stretches of cracked concrete and urban sprawl. Not exactly the place you'd expect to find bandits who steal farm animals. You point this out to Conyal. She tells you to shut up, so you do. What the Is this a spaceship or is this a car? This looks like some sort of space bugworm thing with windows. And they've discovered LED lighting. Okay. You leave the car and walk the last few blocks. The bandits' operation is honestly not super impressive. It's a long industrial structure that looks more like a manufacturing plant than a den of thieves. Oh, I'm sorry. You were expecting a compound that clearly says Den of Thieves on it? Besides, it is something much more impressive. A sleek black spacecraft, not like yours. This is the Mercedes-Benz to your banged-up Chevy Malibu. Even before you crash-landed it, that thing was a hunk of junk. Oh, holy shit. Is that an adult? What, the ship? No dingus. You follow her frenzied gaze, and oh right, the troll beside the ship is taller than anyone else you've seen here. Her skin a darker grey, her claws incredibly long. If everyone you've met so far has been a kid, wow. They all deal with stuff that even adults on your planet don't routine. Death, dismemberment, and like 4 different relationship dynamics. If there really are no mature trolls here, then where are they? Wait, hold up. You're saying where you're from, you live with adults? Yeah? You all live on the same planet? Sure do. Well, maybe you're tougher than you look. Adults are terrifying. Come on, let's get closer. You and Conyo slide up close enough to the trolls to overhear them haggling over stolen goods. So far, the conversation is too general to tell if they mean Lucy. Damn, they must have globes of steel, talking back to an adult. I mean, I am great at rushing in without giving it any thought. Oh my god, the original Rush B. Rush B style, I love it. I love it. But I'm not a total moron. The 2 trolls appear to come to an agreement. They shake hands and heading back into the warehouse together. So what do you think? What should we do? Huh? Konyol is the expert here. Yeah, no shit. For punching. I'm also good at slashing. But as Daja always does the thinking. And the planning. He is the one with I-beams and the big ThinkPad. Don't tell him I said that. Please. You assure her you couldn't tell Azdaja anything at all, because you don't know who that is. Oh, right. Azdaja is a frustrating bulge lord loser, who sucks so bad. Also, he made Sprit, and we have been together for sweeps. He's supposed to be here, but he's off busy doing some dumb bullshit. So I need you to be the pans of the operation, okay? Please, do this for me. Oh dear. Search the spaceship. Follow the pirate into the warehouse.
Ooh. The spaceship obviously can travel.
So it's probably worth more than the Lucy. But if we follow the pirate into the warehouse, we could get more information and not have to worry about the front door. I would say steal the spaceship, but it's probably got a tracker. Let's search the spaceship. Here's your chance to prove you are totally capable of making non-disastrous choices. And just like that, we probably made the wrong choice. You reason it would probably be best to check out the space cruiser while it's empty, since who knows how many people will be waiting for you in the warehouse. Yeah, that works for me. You suspect that Konyol would have agreed to anything you suggested just as long as she didn't have to make the decision herself. What a mood. As the kids say these days, big worm. There are so many tough decisions in your life recently. You're worried that the spaceship will be locked and your great plan is going to be over before it begins, but the door glides open easily and silently. Wait, why does this look like a bug? And this looks like eyes. Damn, are those seats? Konya leads the way, and you let her. You don't know what wild security measures a troll ship has, but you do know you don't want to find out. The inside is normal enough. A pilot's and co-pilot's seat, a central panel covering in more of the squiggly Altarian language, and a blank sleeping screens. Other than that, it is remarkably bare of any homey touches. Not like your ship which, in your humble opinion, was very nicely decorated. You've got some pretty dope posters on your wall. More to the point, there is absolutely nothing of value here. Konyo can also tell. Ugh. There is no point being here. This is just a cruiser. All the good stuff is definitely going to be inside the warehouse. Okay, fair. You have no idea what you're doing, and you are sick of pretending that you do. You wish you could have just taken a breather, honestly. The strange, compulsive desire for more friendship is still there, but you are pretty exhausted. Let's just... Fuck! Oh wow, that's kind of forward, Conyol. You aren't even at the friendship stage yet. Well, calm down, you gigantic tool. I mean, oh fuck. That's an adult troll and we are definitely going to die. That's why I said the fuck word. Oh. Oh. Fuck. That is a big troll. Conyol is pretty big. She's the biggest troll you've met so far. If someone fed you truth serum and put a gun to your head, you might even describe her as thick. Hello? I'd like to order extra thick. Hi, John. Come here and say that.
No.
Come here and say it.
No.
Come here.
No.
Come on, John. Come on. Come on. Come on. You know you want to.
I'm shy.
You're not shy and you know it. Come on. They're waiting to see you. Oh. Yeah. Hachan says extra thick, but she doesn't want to say it on camera. I don't know why. Why is she embarrassed of her thickness? Conyol is pretty big. She's the biggest troll you've met so far. If someone fed you truth serum and put a gun to your head, you might even describe her as thick. This troll is fucking terrifying, and she looks pissed. Or maybe that's just how her face always looks. There are teeth. Lots of teeth. Oh, smuggler. What voice should we give the smuggler? What voice can we give a smuggler? We have Russian, we have Western, Southern. So we should give the smuggler something evil, I'm guessing, right? I didn't know they allowed a name this long for attention. Accurate. Smuggler voice. Thinking. Scary smuggler. Can't give a Himiko voice. Or Himiko the smuggler. Interesting. Yeah. Who told you two could be in here? I didn't order any ugly wigglers. Who are you calling ugly? Conyol immediately slaps a clawed gauntlet over her mouth, apparently remembering who she is shouting at. The troll growls, and you don't mean she sounds angry. It's not a husky, sexy metaphor. She really fucking growls a deep, guttering animal noise. Yeah. Staring into a pair of merciless cobalt eyes, you experience a pulse of crystalline fear. Blank and cold. You're pretty much constantly braced for death, but that doesn't mean you're looking forward to it. Instead of springing forward and rending you to pieces, the adult just stares at you. Damn, adult monster troll. Take a picture, it'll last longer. The last thing you remember is those blazing eyes. Then, even that fades and you slip away. What the fuck? When you thrash back into consciousness, Conyol is right on top of you, pinning you to the warm, throttling metal of the spaceship. She doesn't look angry or scared or anything. Her snarling, expressive face is utterly blank. You say her name a couple of times, but she doesn't twitch. She just squeezes down harder, grinding the bones of your wrists together. Someone is swearing. Oh fuck, you strain to see around Conyol's head. The adult droll is seated on the pilot's seat and the console is lit up. You realize what the thumbling in the wall means. The ship is moving. You see the sickly green-grey of the ulterior night sky, and your stomach does a disorientating leap of mingled elation and dread. You can't believe you are actually going to space and finally heading somewhere besides this fucking hellhole of a planet. Of course, that's how you felt when you first left Earth, and you have no idea where the stroll is bringing you, and your new prospective friend is just sitting here like she's hypnotized. She only reacts when you struggle, and then only to slam you back against the wall. You just randomly fell asleep, didn't you? How the heck did that happen? The adult starts talking again, but she isn't talking to you. Yeah, no, I'm on my way. No more delays, I promise. The Lucy shipment is on schedule. Don't worry, everything is... Sirens scream and screens flash. The ship bucks wildly like a sailboat hit by a wave. The adult troll's fingers fly over the consoles. Yo, what the hell is going on? I don't know. It's like I've lost all control of the damn thing. Fuck! Conyol's grip on you loosens. She pulls away and shakes her head back and forth, shaggy hair flopping into her eyes. What the hell? Where are we? She sounds small and lost. The adult troll doesn't turn around. She's too busy yelling a mayday into her comm and trying to wrest back control of a ship. The whole thing shudders again and Conyol's hands bong together. Oh! The ship bucks again. It feels less like engine failure and more like a gigantic baby is shaking it like a rattle. And you're scared, sure, but you're also awash in a sudden unexpected flare of understanding and competency, because this isn't the first time this has happened to you. This is exactly how you crash landed on Alternia in the first place. You were just passing by, minding your own damn space business, when your ship decided it wanted nothing better to do than just snap its reins, toss its wild head, and head straight for the unfamiliar planet below you. You push yourself to your feet, trying to tame your nausea as the ship rolls. You grab Conyol's head and pull her across the compartment to a glowing green sigil on the wall. You don't know much, but you do know absconding when everything starts falling to shit. Hey, what are you? Yeah, let go of me! Absolutely not. If you do, then you will not be able to be friends with her, because she'll be dead. With the strength born of desperation, you pull her into the escape pod with you. Yeah, we won't fit! You will. You do, but it's uncomfortable as hell. Craning your neck at a very uncomfortable angle, you manage to reach around Conyol and press the big red button on the wall. An alarm sounds and you hear the adult say, "Yeah, what the fuck?" before the door slams shut and the escape pod rockets into space. You shudder back down towards Alternia. Conyol's weight crushing your delicate ribcage. Poor ribcage. You're surprised it hasn't sued you for damages yet. Wow, that sure was a shit show. Hardships bring people together, don't they? That's definitely a thing. Unfortunately, you judge from Conyol's swearing and muttering death threats that this is not one of those times. Oh my god. Himiko is a space pirate, and we're getting choked to death by a giant Russian lady. Ah. Can we see the other fail really quickly while we're at it? As soon as they say something about proving that you're not making the wrong choice, you know straight off the bat that you're making the wrong choice. Like, I love how this game just outright is so self-aware that it says, yeah, now's your chance to prove that you can make a good decision. You're just like, fuck, I made a bad decision. All right, let's go back to the thingy. Going through it, friendship. Pirate Himiko. Have you guys seen that anime Tenchi Miyu? Where you've got that kid that's quite a... Now that I think about it, it explains why I enjoyed that anime as a kid, considering it's about a single boy that literally has like 3-4 girls going after him. It explains why, like, 9-year-old Kuma would be fascinated by an anime like that. It's practically a harem. All right, here we go. Alright, tell them you know people. You mentioned that you are important, a real mover and shaker in the Alternarian economy. You have a bunch of amazing local friends. Some of them are rich, or giant internet following, or just very, very enthusiastic about me. The point is, you know people. Well, that's very generous of you. Offered to leverage your relationships for my sake. I knew I didn't make a mistake trusting you. Well, that's a different story, I guess. Why don't you call up your fancy friends? Oh, fuck. You don't have a phone. I love how that is an issue, that you don't have a phone. It's not the fact that you know people, but they're useless in the situation. It's that you don't have a phone. This is so ridiculous. No, but basically, like, that's what the space pirate thing reminds me of. Because in the early part of the series, and this is not going to be a big spoiler, this is just going to get you into the series. You start watching, and it's like, oh, okay. A space pirate lands on Earth. Shit. We're fighting a space pirate. Shit. Oh, okay. I cut the space pirate's hand off. Shit. Oh, wait. She can regenerate it. Okay. Wait. Her ship just turned into a cat. What the F? Oh, okay. Now there's an intergalactic princess living in my house. And the space pirate. And the princess's younger sister. And for some reason, all these girls seem to be into me, even though I'm a dweeb. Okay. The story continues. It's actually a pretty interesting story, but what I found really interesting is that the anime actually branches off into two arcs. One arc, quite literally, stays on Earth. And here's the thing. This is something that I watched so long ago that I actually forgot the little details. I remember slightly the overarching story, but I don't remember, like, the little things. It branches off into two things. One of the stories is on Earth. I know, big shock, right? On Earth. It goes through an entire anime arc, you know, like, story and everything. It's pretty interesting. Pretty tame. This is the one that they basically showed on Cartoon Network late at night next to Cowboy Bebop and things like that. That's how I discovered it. The other arc, quite literally, is set in space. So, like, episode 1, 2, 3, maybe up to 6 is the same. That's where it branches off. In episode 6 or something, that cat that I was talking about ends up eating enough carrots. It's a rabbit now that I think about it. Ends up eating enough carrots or some shit and turns back into a giant ship that can now fly again. And as you know, the kid, thinking with his penis, follows the pirate lady onto her intergalactic ship that just so happens to be piloted by Himiko. Yeah. For some fucking reason, the two girls that are princesses end up following you idiots. So next thing you know, you're on a ship with 3 girls and yourself. Cool shit, huh? And you go through this entire anime arc that's 2 seasons long about exploring this universe where the space pirate is being chased by some space police. It's hilarious. It is absolute. I'm not going to say more, but that interaction is absolutely hilarious. Now that I mention it, I actually want to rewatch this anime. So I'm going to end up rewatching it because I haven't seen it for... I watched it when I was like, what, 9? 10? When my English was shit and I found it hilarious. It must be hilarious now. More than a decade later, I'm going to have to rewatch it. So if you haven't seen it, it could be a good time for all of us. Highly recommend watching it. Very funny. It was very funny for me growing up. But I could definitely see why I would be interested in something like that. It's basic. In a way, it comes in the 90s when all the anime were about space travel. You know, Cowboy Bebop, this type of thing. It was all to do with space. Spaceships, Gundams, you know, that sort of thing. That was the theme. I've noticed recently that a big theme, like someone mentioned Sword Art Online, is all about going into MMOs and the video game world, right? There's sort of like a theme. So back in the 90s, everyone was obsessed with giant robots in space, and now everyone's obsessed with video games and computers. So we have a thing. Wouldn't be able to do it on Twitch because we've got 2 copyright claims, which I can't dispute for some reason. But we can do it somewhere else. So we'll see what we can do. But it is one of those chill animes where you don't have to take it too seriously. You just sit back, relax, have a good time, and at the end you will probably be left in tears because the anime is like, you know what? We got to remind you that this is an anime. Bam! Yeah! We just keep punching you at the end. Haha! Angel Beats is fun. Oh, you thought Clan was a fun anime, huh? Well, take this, depression. It's got a bit of that too. It sounds like a wild ride. Oh yeah, it's a wild ride. It's one of those good anime. Sorry, I digress a little bit. So we'll see if we can do a viewing party or something. So make sure you have your butts on Discord because we do organize a lot of things. The link's in the description. I'm not trying to push Discord on you, but like if we do something like that, I'm going to be pinging everyone and letting them know about it because it might not actually be able to be on YouTube because obvious reasons. But it's something we might do. It's something it's so old that it might actually be able to make it on the reaction channel. It's one of those things where they're really old anime that just fly under the radar. I don't know if you guys noticed, but some of those anime quite literally just fly under the radar. They're those little gems that no one really talks about because, you know, they're obviously overshadowed by something as big as Gundam or Cowboy Bebop and Evangelion, but they're really good and they stand on their own 2 feet. But because of these literal titans of anime, no one gives them any attention. Like, this anime literally premiered after Evangelion and before Cowboy Bebop on Cartoon Network. Like, so you've got literally Evangelion, which in the 90s was like the fucking titan of anime. And then you had Cowboy Bebop, which was god tier anime. And then you have this other anime in between, right? Obviously, it's not going to get as much love as it should. Alright, let's do that. That's actually a good idea. Thank you. Thank you, Space Pirate Himiko. You are the best. See, Himiko delivers. Yeah, Himiko always delivers. Make sure you give me 5 stars on the app, otherwise people won't be ordering from Himiko. And if you would like to order any more herbal remedies, just make sure you type in the message, deliver at 4:20 p.m. Don't message 4:20 a.m. No one does that shit. Alright, let's go. You don't have a phone. Oh my god, I really want to watch that anime. Jesus. I really miss watching anime. I'm real bit like, oh my god. It's funny. I got into anime at a time when I couldn't even speak English. I couldn't even understand it. I thought it was cartoons, right? Like, imagine me growing up with like cartoons and Simpsons, and then I discover anime on Cartoon Network, and you're like, yeah, this is cool. Oh, would you look at that? A boob. Huh. Oh my god. Alright, let's continue. Where were we? We were here. Oh my god, this music. It got sandwiched into existence, basically, yeah. It got suffocated. Alright, follow the pirate into the warehouse. You decided to follow them into the warehouse. That way, at least you won't be trapped in a confined space if anyone comes back out to check on the ship. You get ready to do some James Bond-ass shit, ducking behind the corners and saying, "Cover me!" Maybe executing some sick rolls in the hallway. You can't really do any gymnastics, even when you aren't healing from broken ribs. But fantasy James Bond, you sure can. Conyo doesn't bother with any of that. She just stomps down the hallway toward the first door. Damn, she really couldn't be joking when she said she was more into the straightforward approach. You picked up some speed while trying to get to the door before she does, just to prevent her from charging in there and getting you both caught immediately. Good thing too, through the window in the door you see what looks like some kind of break room. A couple of trolls are messing around on their palm husks, and a few more are sitting at a table and playing some kind of game that involves cards, dice, and a little colorful shell. Remember when Dragon Ball Z was a Cartoon Network? Frieza vs. Goku traumatized my 6-7-year-old self. Man, Dragon Ball Z in Australia was shown every morning at 7:30. So 7:30 to 8 o'clock was prime time, was Dragon Ball Z. I would get up religiously. Now, 7 to 7:30 would be Pokemon, right? So if you woke up early enough, you could catch Pokemon and then Dragon Ball Z. And then you could leave at 8 o'clock and get to school by 9, right? Like, ultimate Kids would fucking get up early. They'd get up before 7 o'clock. As an adult, they show nothing good on TV. I've got no reason to get up. Then it got to the point in Australia where they would get up to the Ginyu arc, and then they would rewind it back to episode 1 because they were still dubbing the anime at this point. So they dubbed up until that arc, and then they started playing Dragon Ball Z at episode 1. Then it would go all the way back to that arc and possibly do like a dozen more episodes, and then they'd go back to episode 1 because it was still getting dubbed. So as a kid, we probably went through the Saiyan arc 3 or 4 times. And every time it happened, you would get like the last episode that you watched months ago, and you'd be like, and it would always be on a Friday, and you would be thinking till Monday, will Monday's episode be the next episode, or are you gonna get blue balled again for another 4 months? Because they're starting on episode 1. And then it happened like 2-3 times at the Ginyu arc. Basically what would happen is Goku would arrive. It is literally that episode when Goku arrives on Namek. And he literally turns up and starts fighting the Ginyu Force. And then the ending is basically, you know, can Goku summon enough power to rival the Ginyu? Literally, I memorize it. Can Goku summon up enough power to rival the Ginyu Force? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Next Monday, episode 1. Would happen again. Can Goku summon enough power to rival the Ginyu Force? Next Monday, episode 1. I even know the farmer's fucking power level. It was fucking 3. Right? And then, like, when you've given up all hope, right? Given up all fucking hope. Can Goku summon enough power to rival the Ginyu Force? And you're like, well, we're going back to episode 1. You turn up on Monday, and it's the next freaking episode. And everyone's been waiting like 3-4 rotations of the show to see it. Everyone loses their fucking minds. Everyone loses their fucking minds. And at this point, on that very episode is when they switched from the Canadian dub to the Funimation dub. So up until then, we had that very coarse, villainous Vegeta voice, which actually I think works for the Saiyan arc. It's the original one where it says it's over 9,000. Whereas the Funimation one is the one where we have Vegeta, Super Saiyan Vegeta and all that. The new voice starts. And so they switched the voices. And so we've grown so accustomed to the Canadian voice in Australia, because we've heard it like 6-7 times, that Vegeta sounds so weird. Goku sounds so weird. Everyone sounds weird. But at least we get to watch the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. And so we'll continue watching it with the Funimation voice. And then when we go back, you know, years later on the internet and we find out what actually happened, and you can still watch the Canadian voices, you can never watch Dragon Ball Z on the Canadian voices past the Ginyu arc ever again. And then you get up to the Frieza arc. Holy fucking shit. I remember every day after watching it, we would basically go to school. And luckily, like, I had this one other kid I could actually talk to at this point. I could speak enough English at this point. And we were just sort of like talking every day after school. And everyone would always like, oh, we know what happens. We know what happens. And then Frieza would get another transformation that no one saw coming. And then everyone clearly that's talking bullshit is talking bullshit. So, like, and Frieza has like, what, 3-4 transformations? It is absolutely bullshit. And then you get the final form. And then you get the spirit, like, oh my god. I miss watching the anime like that. That was, in my eyes, that was the golden age of anime. Because you would watch it early in the morning, once a day, 5 days a week. Like, that was the shit. That was the shit. I did watch a little bit of Digimon. Not enough to really get into it because it actually played prior to Dragon Ball Z. So they sometimes would show Digimon instead of Dragon Ball Z. And so I skipped a lot of it. I watched a little bit of it. I think it was called Myotismon. Yeah, Myotismon or something. It was a Digimon that was like a human, which I think was the main villain of the first arc of Digimon. I watched that. And I watched until that thing got defeated. But after that, I stopped. Basically. Yeah, that was the golden age of anime. And on occasion, they would put... What was her name? Sailor Moon? They would put Sailor Moon sometimes instead of Pokemon. And so kids would get up at 7 and have nothing else to watch till 7:30. And they didn't want to miss a minute of Dragon Ball Z. So they would sit through Sailor Moon. I know, right? An entire generation of, like, kids, guys, were watching Sailor Moon growing up. Like, we had violence growing up. We were watching Dragon Ball Z, man. And none of us, you know, did shit, right? Meanwhile, they're blaming violent games and stuff on the internet. It's absolutely ridiculous. But this brings back so many memories. Thanks for that. Sorry. I digress. I don't know what the hell is happening nowadays. I honestly don't. We had just as much violence back in the day and there was no problems. Like, none of us were violent. We just watched violent anime. But anyway. Let's get back on track. And that was a nice little segue. A couple of trolls are messing around on their palm husks, and a few more sitting at the table playing some kind of game that involves cards, dice, and a little colorful shell. Maybe they're playing Tycoon. Oh, come on, there's not even that many. We can take them. Ugh. I forget you weren't my partner, you're just dead weight. No real argument there. Polypod told you that most pros work together for a reason. It's much harder on your own. You wonder if Konyol would have been so hot to take the job if it hadn't been for Scalia's vibes. Yeah, that's the word, vibes. They were vibing. You have to do this. You have to rally. Konyol is already losing faith in you. Or maybe she had no faith in you in the first place. Whatsoever. You choose a different door at a random and go down it. Assuring Konyol that you definitely know what the fuck you're doing. What? Ugh, where are you going? You've been down this road before, with Diamond and your meat quest through the sewers. This is possibly slightly higher stakes, but the same basic principles applies. Fake it till you make it. Konyol gets annoyed much faster than your other friend. If your sub-vocalizations are anything to go by, damn, you really need to step up your game. You think back on all the heist and infiltration movies you've seen. Maybe you can find a locker room or a troll laundry room and find one of those SWAT hazmat suits. Yeah, that would be the best plan. Just put on the disguise and wander around like a sneaky fucking... Oh goddamn. You're so... Wait, what? You're so busy focusing on your brilliant plan that you open a door without thinking and find yourself looking at the trolls playing the card game. Lol. Oh, and I just realized, back in the day when we started watching anime on the computer, we used to watch it on YouTube. It used to all be uploaded on YouTube. People used to watch the latest episode of Naruto on fucking YouTube. Anyway, carry on. Somehow in your random quest through the warehouse, you manage to double back on yourself and come out on the other side of the break room. Classic. This is classic you. You're almost charmed by yourself. Almost. There's a frozen moment when all the bandits just stare at you, and Konyol perhaps taking in the truly staggering idiot level you have achieved. Thank fuck! We should just have done this from the beginning. Oh my god, look at the blood splatter. You've gotten into quite a few fights since arriving on the planet. Well, mostly you've stood around while other people fought. But the point is, Konyol, she is brutal. She takes out almost the same number of bandits that you, Scalia, and Lady did in a quarter of the time. Multicolored blood flies. Holy shit. It looks like a paint canvas. And God, you know these are bad guys. They've been stealing Lucy and selling them, which sucks. But right now, they're kind of just a bunch of kids getting massacred. Holy shit. You don't feel great about it. In fact, you think you might need to sit down for a little bit. Did you just kill a blue blood? Your back hits the wall and you slide down to the dirty floor. You are clammy all over. Pathetic. Wow. Conyol pulls her gauntlet out of the final troll's neck with a spray of yellow blood and a quench that makes your stomach roll. She notices you on the ground. What are you? Ugh. Are you serious? Come on. You try to tell her that she volunteered you for this mission herself, but you can't show you're breathing enough to get the words out. You aren't sure why now is the time you finally freak out. Maybe it's the close quarters, or maybe you've been on Alternia long enough for this multicolored mess to finally start registering as blood. Maybe you've reached your horror saturation point. Whatever. If you've learned anything from this experience, it's that the why of things doesn't actually matter. Conyol looms over you, raising a gauntlet. She's gonna kill you. At least if you're dead, you can't puke on yourself. But instead of brutally stabbing you, you feel a steady pressure on the back of your neck. Conyol pushes your head down until it's between your knees. Take slower breaths, idiot. You follow her instructions, too lightheaded to dwell on the absurdity of being coached through a panic attack by a girl who just murdered like 10 dudes. She's surprisingly good at this. Here. Dyer freaked out his first fight too. Wasn't even bloody. And the little wiggler passed out. I guess some blood casts really are better built for violence. She sits down beside you and pats you on the back. You kind of wish she'd taken the bloody gauntlet off first, but you appreciate the gesture. You are having a hard time reconciling the Conyol with the one who had snarled at Scalia for being too nice. I'm multi-faced. Also, fuck her. Which reminds me, she pulls out her phone of her pocket, smearing a little olive blood across the screen. Koriga, I got your bandits. She talks a lot louder on the phone than she does in real life. Yeah, no shit. Of course I work fast. Especially when I don't have anyone to slow me down with a bunch of tactics and plans. Save it for your kisses. She hangs up and glares at the phone. You tell her she really seems to hate Scalia. Conyol's face goes a fierce shade of green. Don't be stupid. I barely know her. You don't press the issue. You also don't point out the kind of obvious point that these probably aren't the only trolls in the facility. The one who had been haggling with the adult isn't here, for instance. But if Conyol forgetting about that means less murder, you're all about it. There's no way the bandits are continuing their work after this. Conyol also seems to have forgotten about the fact that she came in here looking to get paid, and nope, she's looting the bodies. Great. It's a lot messier and takes way longer in real life than it does in video games. In the end, she ends up with 5 palm husks, a laptop, some jewelry, and some little squares of plastic you think might be sci-fi credit cards. Whatever. There's barely anything here, but that fight made it pretty worth it. Well, you're glad it was good for somebody. At least you are just trying to not think about it and maybe get outside as fast as possible. Whatever Conyol wants to do with your outstanding debt at that point, well, you can square it up then. Yeah, don't worry about that. I'm not actually going to squeeze you. It would just be too easy. Like squashing a march bug. Fuck yes, saved by the pitiful. I doubt you have any money anyway. I mean, you are wearing an Ablutian robe. True. Conyol helps you to your feet. I cannot believe that he's still wearing a fucking bathrobe. You kind of want to ask if you're friends now, even though the only bonding activity you've done together is combined murder and comforting, with her doing both of those things and you standing there like a dumbass. But really, you made friends with worse people, far worse reasons. Oh, here. Why don't you take one of these? She hands you one of the palm husks. Thankfully, it only has a little bit of blood on it. Actually, it might be mustard, like the actual condiment. But she's giving you a phone? Why? You don't have one, right? I mean, you don't even have any pants. Are you telling me I'm just walking around with my dick flopping out? This way we can keep in touch. And you can tell me if you have any more jobs with excellent violence level. Well, there is this one job on Mars. It involves the icon of sin. Like this one. Here, let's exchange info. Palm husks are really useful. You can use them to call people and everything. You aren't sure if she's making a joke. Possibly she just thinks you're an idiot. That's okay, you can deal with that. Because not only did you make a friend today, you got a gift today. Holy shit, you killed it. I love this. Write my number. Oh my god. But here's the real question. How's he going to charge it? Oh. My voice is feeling a bit strained. Oh man, back in the day, everything used to be on YouTube. I used to go to an internet cafe. And, you know, I would walk in the internet cafe and there'd be rows and rows and rows. And the computers at the back would always have the best games, right? And it'll always be the same people. It would always be the same people. And some of them were just jerks. Like, some of them were like, haha, lol, 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 like the trolls that we met. But there was this one guy that was really nice. And he was, you know, always kind of hanging out with these guys, kind of doing his own thing. And he was always watching anime. And me knowing absolutely nothing about anime, I basically just, like, once sat next to him. I'm like, hey, any chance you could recommend me some good anime? I don't know. You seem to be watching what everyone else is watching. And I think at the time they were watching the early episodes of Naruto Shippuden or the late episodes of Naruto. One or the other. I don't remember which. I think it was the early episodes of Shippuden because it was all subbed. And they were watching this while playing World of Warcraft and all that good shit. And obviously, it was like, oh, okay, this one's Naruto. It's a really long one about ninjas and shit, you know, similar to Dragon Ball. I'm like, cool. I'm like, could you recommend anything shorter? Like, I'm trying to get into anime. And he recommended this one anime that's absolutely hilarious. It's called Oganami Sensei. It literally means please teacher. And again, I can understand why early high school Kuma would like this anime. Because quite literally, the plot is, you are this boy, basically looks like Nico B. The boy looks like Nico B. I shit you not. The glasses, the hair, everything. He's basically sitting at a pond late at night, just thinking about life, when this woman quite literally from the sky falls into the water, wearing what appears to be, I'm going to guess, latex or something, right? And it turns out that she's an alien, right? She's an alien, but she looks like a woman. And is like, was I daydreaming? And you think nothing of it. The next day, he finds out that she is his new classroom teacher. And that's when, like, all hell breaks loose. And it's hilarious because it's one of those slice of life romance animes. And mind you, I watched this in, like, first or second year high school. So this is ages ago. So, you know, don't judge 12-year-old Kuma or 14-year-old Kuma too much. Because, you know, he had only recently discovered there was more than one function for certain parts of the body. So, like, he didn't understand why certain things were interesting at the time. And yeah, you get what I mean, Frick. You get exactly what I mean. It's a slice of life comedy. I think it is primarily a comedy, but it's a comedy about effectively very dysfunctional relationships. It's a good watch. I kind of feel like rewatching it because I haven't seen it in so many years that I remember I remember the story, but I don't remember everything in between. And I think that's one of those best times to rewatch something because you can hear the jokes for a second time, laugh, and then you'll remember hearing it the first time. But right now I don't remember the jokes, but I know for a fact it is absolutely hilarious. The jokes are very similar to what you will hear in Clannad. If you guys found some of those jokes really funny, you guys would absolutely love this. It's called Please Teacher or Oganami Sensei. I kind of feel like rewatching it for the shits and giggles because, again, it feels like one of those anime that would probably fly under the radar because it's good, but it's probably not big enough to, you know, warrant its own protection squad. So it's one of those, you know, underappreciated. And I'm sure there's thousands of anime, or I wouldn't say thousands, I'd say hundreds, which are good like that. But yeah, I watched it I think once or twice, like ages ago, and it was just hilarious. It was just hilarious. Guys, I am noticing that my throat is starting to get strained a little bit. I think it's because I'm doing so many voices in such a short amount of time. The last time we had this, I pushed through and I did an extra character, and then I couldn't use my voice for about 3-4 days. So it's probably going to be better for me to stop here so I don't fuck up my voice box. It is still getting used to doing so many voices. Doing one voice, cool. Doing multiple voices starts getting challenging. Doing multiple voices simultaneously really does strain it. So I'm still kind of working on strengthening my voice box. So unfortunately, I know everyone's going to be disappointed that we're cutting this a little bit short because of my voice box. I apologize for that. But if I don't, I won't be able to speak for like 3 days. I've been drinking water like crazy. I've drinking 3 of these cups, and each of these cups is like 300 milliliters. The last time I pushed through, I ended up not being able to speak. That's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried about. I think we did, well, we did the 2 failures for this one. We did the two fails for our new friend, and then we got the attention. And we've unlocked, wait, what the hell? All right, Silence of the Clowns, befriend Ramil. So we could probably kick off from there last time. Because you guys are probably interested, we did end up hitting the donation goal for Fire Emblem 3 Houses. So we will do a stream of the DLC. I hear it's about 8 hours. So we will have a little segue stream for Fire Emblem 3 Houses DLC. And then hopefully unlock... You can hear my voice going even after I'm reading. So we will do a little segue to the Fire Emblem 3 Houses DLC. And then we'll get back to the Dancing Queen simulator. I don't know if you guys saw that. We could do it, but we would have to do it on Twitch. We'd have to do it on Twitch. I don't know where we got up to last time on Homestuck. We could do it on Twitch. Let me really quickly give you guys a twitch.tv. Ninja Kuma. How do I share? How do I share the Twitch? So we'll do it on Twitch. So hop over to the Twitch. Hopefully I won't have to hurt my voice if we do a Homestuck reaction. Do you guys remember where we got up to last time? I don't remember. But we will head over to the Twitch. I'll pop you guys the Twitch link real... Oh, fuck. Wait. Is the Twitch actually working? I'm streaming on Twitch at the same time, but it gave me an error last time. It said video download was cancelled. Please try again. Can someone really quickly check if the Twitch is working? If it's not, I don't think it's going to work. I know I couldn't get Twitch to work this morning. Can someone really quickly check if Twitch is working? HTTPS. Someone check if it's working. I couldn't get it to work this morning. I'm actually streaming right now to the Twitch. It says the video download was cancelled. Ugh. Twitch might not actually be working. Wait, content restricted. What the F? Content restricted? God, Twitch is doing something weird. We might not be able to do it on Twitch after all. Oh, welcome. Twitch seems to not be working for me. Twitch, your stream summary is ready. What the F? I don't know what's going on Twitch. It doesn't seem to be working for me. I can't see us on Twitch. So Twitch doesn't seem to be working right now. Shit. Alright, it's not working. Yeah, I don't know why. This morning Twitch wasn't working. It has some sort of error. We ended up getting a copyright strike again when we're doing Final Fantasy VII. I think it might be the music again. And we had one from Blizzard. And unfortunately, Twitch doesn't actually answer our emails. And so I was trying to dispute them, and they don't answer the emails. And I tried tweeting them, and they don't seem to care. So we're in one of those situations where Twitch is having issues. Twitch is getting hit with copyright, and we're unable to basically dispute it. So we're having more and more issues, and now Twitch doesn't even seem to be broadcasting. The signal is getting sent. I'm sending it the normal way, but it doesn't seem to be working. So it'd be ironic if it's because we tweeted out Twitch and saying, guys, we can't stream on there because we're not getting an answer to our support ticket, and now all of a sudden, apparently our stream is not working. It's sort of, oh, it's audio only. Well, that doesn't help us. That doesn't help us. I don't know why the video is restricted. It doesn't make any sense. In that case, let's wrap it up here. Sorry, my voice isn't going to last longer. I don't want to injure it like I did last time. I'm still getting used to reading for long periods of time. It's actually more challenging than you would believe. So let's wrap it up here. Thanks for coming. We're going to try to drip feed Hiveswap Friendsim and chip at it before Act 2 comes out, because we don't actually have an official launch date yet. I did close it. I stopped the stream and I restarted. It didn't actually fix anything. We will chip at it. We don't have an official launch date for Act 2, but we will get up to date before Act 2. And if worse comes to worse and they give us a release date of less than a month, we can basically binge it, because we are at home because of the virus and working from home. So we could do a few sneaky streams if we have to end up binging it. But let's wrap it up here. We had fun. Honestly, these guys, weird. But I actually ended up liking this character because the music was absolutely amazing. That took me by complete surprise. And the character herself is a little bit... I'm not going to call her a gentle giant, but she is a shy giant. And she likes the girl who is pretty much trying to get over her. I thought it was a dating app at the beginning. Not a good for hire app, but I was going to say that she was... I thought it was a dating app. But it wasn't a dating app. It was a goons for hire app. So it was... That's the thing with Hiveswap. You don't know what you're going to get. You think you're going to get one thing, you get something totally different. You realize what you're going to get, and it ends up being 10 times more severe. So it's one of those things. So I hope you guys had fun. I know it's not just guys. I just say guys in general as like a blanket term. You guys know that. As you can see. Thanks for coming. I hope you had fun. We're going to do some Fire Emblem 3 Houses DLC soon. We're going to press on with Persona. We're going to do some Final Fantasy VII Remake highlight clips. I'm going to keep editing them out. And we're going to keep chipping at Hiveswap Friendsim. And hopefully when Act 2 comes out, we're just going to play that on launch weekend when it comes out. So thanks for coming. Thanks for being awesome. Until next time, Ninja Kuma out. Bye.